Welcome back, guys, to another Rockman XI video today, and we're gonna go ahead and analyze Super Bass and go ahead and talk a little bit about him, and also a surprise that I have for you guys at the end. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Obviously, I'm gonna have it muted so that we can kind of focus on the narration and the analyzing of the character, right, of the unit. So straight off the bat, I mean, just looks great. Very, very visually appealing. The only downside is that there is no voice acting. They haven't, at least from the release, there's no voice. So it could be that later on they'll patch it in, or maybe they'll release it when he's released, they're just holding on to the voiceover. I don't know. I mean, the way the pandemic has affected, like game development, some people can't get into the studio and record voice lines. So, I get that. So totally understandable. So, one of the things actually, and another thing that we're going to do is kind of talk about the community response, because there's some people on here that are talking shit because there's no voice lines. And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, do you understand? Not everybody has access to a studio, to high quality studio for gameplay. Me using this for YouTube is not gonna work. If I were to do voice acting for RXD, it's not gonna work. This is not gonna work, just straight off the bat. Like my space area that I use for recording, for YouTube and Twitch and whatnot, it's not gonna work for professional. So kind of get off your high horse. So straight off the bat, looking at, actually, let's go ahead and enlarge it real quick. And it says, after hitting the target, which yield continue. It's will. So which will continue to deal damage and inflict weakened defense. So you get so you debuff your opponent's defense, and on top of that, do continuous damage. So let's actually change the playback speed and slow it down by half so we can see this take place. So as we can see, yeah, there's like this kind of like continuous burst that happens, and I assume that, okay, we'll go back a little bit more. I assume that the higher the stars, the burst will probably stay on for a little bit longer, maybe a second or two longer. Maybe at 1 star or 2 star, it probably won't be impressive. It'll probably be like half a second, or a minute fraction of a second. Whereas like if you have Super Bass at 5 stars, I mean, I'm just speculating, right? Maybe the flash thing or whatever will be on for 5 seconds or something, which would be fucking amazing. So let's go into the next piece, which is, that was the base buster, the sweeping laser. So after hitting the target, inflict 2 stack of weakened defense. So you already debuff your opponent's defense by 1 by using the base buster. Now if you combine the two, you've triple weakened their defense, which is really cool. Let's kind of take a look. Okay, so it reminds me of Ultimate Armor X. It reminds me of Ultimate Armor X, Black Zero's Ryukushin, whatever the hell it's called, forward sweep. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So you get to go through. The only question is there invulnerability? Because it doesn't look like it. So gain invulnerabilities that I can't spoke, guys. What the fuck? Become invulnerable when you hit an invulnerable target or being attacked. So you gain a shield. Let's take a look at that. That wasn't very helpful. Visually speaking, I can't see anything as far as like a shield or anything like that. So when you hit an invulnerable target or you're being attacked, So I can't tell. You're supposed to be invulnerable. Maybe you're just like, maybe you're just invincible at that point. How long the invulnerability is going to be existent, how many times can you use it, whatever the case may be, I don't know. Like Zero, like Black Zero, I really love taking Black Zero into events just because of his shield. Like, you just spam the fuck out of his Ryushin or whatever it's called, and boom, done. You know, I promise you guys, I'm not good with names of things, so you know, don't take it too far, internet trolls. So I'm curious. I wonder if it's this thing right here, these little bits and pieces that are floating around. That would be interesting. And lastly is activate the skills twice, can be used again after cooldown. So pretty cool. Straight off the bat, he's, I mean, just a phenomenal character. He's gonna weaken the hell out of people's defenses. He's gonna become invulnerable when he's being attacked or he's attacking somebody that's invulnerable. Proto Man, no. Black Zero, anybody that gets a shield for him. Cinnamon. Who else gets a shield? Sigma, I think, gets a shield. I don't remember. So kind of keep that in mind. Pretty cool. Now let's talk a little bit about the banner. So the banner is interesting. The banner, I keep getting blown up on my phone. The banner is interesting. So the majority of the banner are dark units. We've got Omega, we've got Dark Mega Man EX, E, and then you've got Virus Zero. The only one that doesn't fit the bill here is Iris. So it's another Iris, which is weird in itself. Excuse me. Because, like, to me, it's kind of weird. Like, they could have easily slapped on there, like, Absolute Zero. That's like, or not an Absolute Zero, sorry, Awakened Zero. He's kind of like a negative type of, you know, person. Who else could they have incorporated? That might have been it. But I mean, they could have. Well, no, Dynamo would have been his own banner, you know. So mind you, I'm probably gonna go deep in this banner. Specifically, yes, I definitely want to get him. He is a dive limited, so the odds of getting him are probably gonna be low. But I'm really hoping I get Virus Zero because he's really good. And not only that, but I don't have him. So for those that have been following my streams or my YouTube channel, I didn't get to really, you know, go ahead and pull for him when he came out because I was getting married. I was in Jamaica getting married and whatnot. So internet access over there was not really the best. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the community response. The community response is pretty funny. So, you know, when both of Wily's creations get their super forms, Zero and Base, bro, like, what the fuck? Haha, knew that Tycom would throw a curveball. You expected X6 characters along with the raid because the raid is a, Sigma from Hell. So that's like X6 or whatnot. And here's Base, right? So that's interesting, yes. Now here's where we get into the fucking nitpicky people that I just want to like slap the shit out of you. You have nothing better to do with your life than to just be a bitch, is really what I'm saying. Is could use the unused soundtrack of Mega Man 7. How about you just shut the fuck up and enjoy the game? Let's see what else. There's another person, another god of destruction. Those extra stripes on his face add a lot to the design. Finally, an official art for Super Bass. Yes. Al fin, el base que sí vale la pena. Finally, a base that, you know, is worthwhile. So let's see. Oh, come on. I thought it would be Shadow Armor. Shut the fuck up. Come on, guy. There we go. Frederick. I'm actually going to dislike this. Still no Sayu voice acting. Dumbass. It's a pandemic. All right. So anyway, so with that being said, let's just kind of talk a little bit about the surprise, right? I have an account, fresh account. Okay. It's got, if I recall correctly, I think it's got roughly about 20,000 EMs. So I'm definitely going to be pulling for him, but I'm going to be streaming the summons, and then one lucky winner will be able to take that account. I'm not going to keep that account. I already have a main account. I already, I've gone heavy on that account financially and gameplay wise. So I'm not giving up that account, but this account that's fresh, this account that's new, it hasn't been touched. I think I've only done like a couple things here and there. And I say a couple as far as like literally the intro, and that's it. Like, I haven't leveled up this character, the account, so it's still at like, I want to say it's level 1 or 2. There's a lot of things that are that are locked, so you just go into your gallery and unlock them, all that stuff. So the winner will be able to get that, all right? So all you got to do is you got to jump on the stream. I'll be putting it on the Facebook Global group, and I'll put the link in the description. As far as where you can join our Facebook group. I'm one of the admins there. I'll put the link, whether it'll be YouTube or Twitch. I'm not sure which way to go. I kind of want to go with Twitch. And then just engage in the chat, drop in the chat. So the way you're going to be able to enter is you drop in the chat, your name, or not your name, but your whatever handle you have, right? Whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube itself, whatever it is, wherever I can find you. Okay. Drop in there. And then just drop in there a comment saying Super Bass is the savior. All right. Or whatever you want to say. I don't care. Like, engage, right? I'm going to be streaming that. And then by the end of the stream, I'll take a quick break to kind of, put together the roulette or whatnot, but I'm going to be putting everybody in the roulette and then giving away the account. All right. It's completely free. I don't want you guys to worry about, anything else other than jumping on the stream. Let me know who you are, where I can find you, as far as like social media, and even let me know where you're coming from. Are you watching from Malaysia? Are you watching from Africa? What part in Africa? Are you watching from Mexico? Are you watching from Canada, like the US, whatever? Like, let me know. If you're next door to me in Los Angeles, I'm fucking down to meet you up and play cooperatively or against each other. Like, so, with that being said, I'm excited to see you guys tomorrow in the stream. I'm excited to be able to engage and chat with you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this guy another broken character? Very similar to like Protoman, .exe, or even, to an extent, Iris. Another Iris that I feel like is broken as well to an extent, right? So, with that being said, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.